YouTube. So long-awaited update. I know I was getting some comments about how everything is going right now. So I had my second post-op appointment on May 5th. Again, we're in 2021 for any latecomers out there, right? And everything is good. Again, supraspinatus, some other shoulder work, and then they seen the long head of the bicep was frayed, so they did a bicep tenodesis. Believe it or not, that one was the little more twingy of the two. Since I've been recovering from everything, the shoulder is really less of an issue. I'm cleared to kind of do some light work in the gym. They say between the 4-month and the 6-month point is when you're most likely to re-rupture it. So I've really been kind of babying everything. I have been in the gym, but it's been really light, 10, 20 pounds. I might do, in regard to any back work, I really don't go above 40 pounds. I spoke to another doctor friend of mine who, he was saying, look, you're fine. He's like, the doctor's telling you the right thing, but when you see a 250-pound guy, you automatically assume that he's going to go into the gym and overdo it. So he says the surgeon's telling you the right things because he's trying to protect the integrity of his repairs, right? So he don't want you to go in there and bench press 400 pounds. So I would still err on the side of caution. I probably babied it a little too much from what I've heard. The bicep tenodesis, they were, the surgeon was telling me after 3 months, I'm less concerned with that. But again, I've done some babying, but it's just, guys, like, the gym is my life. So this is really a demoralizing, kind of a depressing thing to not be there. I would say for your average Joe going to get this procedure done, I could see the pros and cons with it, right? You're probably going to return to a lot of normalcy fairly quick. But on the flip side, if you didn't have a good amount of muscle mass to begin with, you may find it a little more challenging to recover. So there's pros and cons with having that extra muscle mass. I think in some ways you recover faster, but if you think that you're going to go in and do what you were doing before, no, you're probably not going to get that in. But the day-to-day stuff, you're able to do fairly quickly, as you'll tell from some of the other videos. So my left arm, because I like to keep track of some atrophy. Let's see what's kind of happening over here. I think at the very first video, I might have been, I don't know if I was at 20 inches or 19.5 inches prior to the surgery. So atrophy on my good side, probably about a 1/2 inch, maybe an inch down or something, depending on what that first video was. The other side, guys, this is probably not going to be the greatest. Again, I am telling you that I've babied it. My right bicep is already a bit disfigured because I had a distal bicep rupture. You can probably still see a slight scar down here. I had that a number of years ago, and it took them a long time to schedule me to get in. So I already had some shortness of the bicep head. And when I had that happen, I might have had 19-inch biceps at the time, and I want to say it got down to about either 14.5 or 15.5, and it took me about a year to get it back up to the other one at its peak. It never has the complete, length of the muscle belly and the fullness as this other one. As you can see, it's going to be shorter. I'm going to have that gap. But at its peak, let's see where we are here. And I really haven't measured this all in a while, just out of probably not wanting to be depressed. But let's see here. And again, I'm going to go at this highest peak. So, I don't know, man. Like 18 inches still, I guess. I guess your boy ain't that bad, right? But tricep work, you know what I mean? I know everybody not watching this is into the gym, but for those of you that are, if you want big ass arms, focus a lot on this tricep, right? Bi, 2, tri, 3. three muscle groups down there. So it's a lot easier to get that bigger arm if you are, you know, focusing on the larger muscle group. So actually, I was expecting that long head to be much smaller than it was today. So I guess it's a good news, right? It's what you get for sharing and giving back. Just a little bit of positive news for you, boy. But everything is good. You know, the one exercise that I would say to focus on is they had a system set up where there was a pulley and it was hooked on a door frame, and you would take one end of the string behind your back, and you could do this with a towel too, and you would pull the other arm up, right? And that is probably where the stiffest that it gets is coming in, putting it back. And if you're already a muscle-bound guy or woman before you do this, you know, it's not like, you know, you're not just throwing it back here. And that's just me. If I sit here and I do this for about a good 30 seconds, it will start to go up on its own. But I probably haven't stretched recently. I just came back from a big ATV trip. I was down in Hatfield, McCoy in West Virginia. And so even with that, I was able to ride the four-wheeler down there. You know, it wasn't one of those situations where if I would have got stuck or in mud or something like that to where I would have wanted to lifted it out. But, you know, we did almost 100 miles the one day on an ATV and kind of rocky terrain. And really the arm was fine. You know, after 2 days, it got a little bit stiff. I didn't ride the third day. So really at this point, guys, surgery was January 8th. You know, about 5 months later, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'm good. I would tell you still probably don't do things like start a lawnmower, you know, anything to where fast, jerky movements. Even though I'm telling you I'm going to get more comfortable into the gym, I'm still not going to do any snatch and grabs, any, you know, really fast, jerky, powerful movements. But for your average bear who's out there, you know, kind of who had this done or thinking about get it done, if you go back and you look at the videos, I mean, really, you know, I want to say it was might have been around week 5 or 8. I'm not 100% sure. We have to go back and look. But, you know, sling was off. Everything was moving, loosey-goose. You know, you really were good. So feel free to drop whatever questions or comments. If you notice or look below, there have been a lot of questions and comments, and I really get back with everybody. I believe I have. If I've missed you, hit me up again, and I'll get back with you and answer anything that I can. So, I mean, really, that's about it. I mean, you'll see from previous videos, you know, I was already sleeping better. So, you know, that was several weeks after. So, I mean, really, everything is on the upswing. I'm happy I had it done. If you're looking at this and you're saying, oh, man, I don't want to give up 5 months of my life, it's not like that at all. I mean, I feel that my quality of life drastically improved shortly after the surgery, as far as, yeah, you know, you had surgery and it takes a little bit to recover from that. But, you know, if you've ever torn anything up through your supraspinatus or any other tendon tears, you're not sleeping well. You know what I mean? And you're probably not going to. So I'm definitely sleeping better. I have no regrets in having it done. Yeah, you know, there's some atrophy and there's going to be some disfiguration down here from years past. I mean, really, it was a laparoscopic surgery. So, you know, you could probably tell just a few little dots where they went in, nothing crazy. So again, that shouldn't be a deterrent for you. I don't know, put your questions, comments below. Let me know if there's something else that you want me to cover. We started this series in response to, again, the surgery, because I was looking for information and everything that I was seeing on YouTube was 3 years, 5 years, 8 years old, and then nobody finished the damn series, right? Everybody just did it for 1 week and came back 5 weeks, and then, you know, it kind of said to hell with it. So that was my goal in doing this video. However, we are primarily a meal prep business, KitchenAbz, KitchenAbz. KitchenAbz.com is the name of our business here in Ohio. We're not doing much shipping right now by way of meal prep, but I say that to say, you know, check out some of the other videos that we have to offer, whether it comes to doing better when you're grocery shopping, just little kind of marketing tricks that they have to fool you for products that really aren't as good for you as you think. But, you know, scroll through. If there's anything that you have, you know, questions for in regards to any of those videos, I will definitely answer you and utilize us as a resource. But again, thank you for staying tuned, and hopefully hear from you soon.